I had to prioritize quite a few things. It's year-end, the assignment there, it's exams, you know.
So to round it off, it was adulting.
Life was lifey.
Adulting was
adulting.
adulting.
Yes.
And
but anyway, I'm back, guys.
But yeah, we're glad we're here. Glad we're here. So, what's on the menu, guys?
The menu is how have you been before we go to the menu? How have you been? I like the glasses, by the way.
Yeah, they look dope,
cool, yeah, they look cool.
Take them off a bit. I haven't seen your eyes today.
Come
on at TikTok. And the first time I asked you guys, who's on TikTok? He said, I'm there, I'm not there. But now he's...
Come _ on all social media platforms. Even TikTok. You were saying?
Come on, okay, let's go TikTok, guys.
Yeah, I'm even doing dance challenges. I never thought I'd be there.
Come on, not to go back home. We're now busy. These niggas are out of it.
Wait, did you post that?
No. I saw it on TikTok.
Definitely posted it. I'm a fryer. I'm a chips air fryer.
You guys were on TikTok?
Yep.
No, they posted them. They're not on TikTok.
He posted you even on that video.
Nah.
Don't you
Nah.
remember that video?
Which one?
The one we were like... Don't you remember the intervention we had when we was at Kamu's place?
Intervention on who?
Of him at TikTok.
The nigga was lost. Don't put me on
Intervention.
that
You
shit.
guys had an intervention.
Yeah, we intervened and we were like, no. Me and Lemu, because now he was so smart.
Okay, wait. Before we move forward, I'd just like to take note that there have been 2 interventions.
Exactly.
And it shows that we are actually a group bunch because Rakalana, if we can intervene.
Exactly. This is what he was so cool about, I think. You'll put it up there, Mr. Producer.
Yeah. And they're looking. Y'all niggas act like y'all don't know. Y'all are looking. We're gonna post it up for you guys.
Can I see that?
And
I just need to
put
make
it
sure
link.
I wasn't
Mr. Producer,
because I was a bit
please look us up. Please look us up.
I was a bit sloshed too.
You put it up there.
I didn't see him though. Are you there in the background?
Everyone's there. And if you watch the Joint Podcast, you'll know from which episode it was.
Hey.
So yeah, in the episode, it's quite evident.
It's quite evident.
But
it was fun. I feel like we should, as the Joint Podcast.
Hey, no, I was fooling around. Delete the shit.
Mr. President, please don't.
Cancel culture. We go contain.
TikTok is the happy app, guys. TikTok is the happy app.
They got a platform they got a very nice platform that has never been used before.
According to some members from the Joint Podcast, they feel like that is a children's app.
Yeah, but hey, it's fine.
I think I
can
know.
Can you bring?
Not me.
Anyway,
I think I know.
On the menu today.
What are we serving?
I heard that stoners get touchy. The thing about stoners getting touchy when they are told about the
dangers of cannabis.
Dangers, or basically the bad things about
dangerous. What did you say? Harmful.
How harmful weed is.
Let's ask the viewers, do you think dangerous and harmful is alike? You know?
Yeah,
are the two together?
I think there's
emoji and
there's that
emoji.
Yeah.
That shaking emoji.
That
are
one,
they
they definitely. I believe it too.
Okay.
Dangerous
motherfuckers.
And what's harmful, yeah.
But irregardless, I feel
dangerous is harmful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a bigger picture to it. In this case, Kura is just the bad side of cannabis, you know. Giddy antagonist.
Okay,
move that article. Because I mean, why criticize, first of all? And the cannabis, there have been different studies about it, and they know how to know Ayona, it's good for you, Ayona, it's not. This we use for that, this we use for
if
this.
I may be the devil's advocate, as I always am on this show. But again, cannabis also has its disadvantages. Because, I mean,
So are you in?
Not that.
You're just discussing the article.
It's
not your opinion.
It's not my opinion because I feel like you have my opinion is that you don't have a right to tell me what I can put in my body when I choose to. Right?
Yeah, and it's your body. You're the one maintaining this.
Exactly. If I choose to drink DP or cheeky every morning, that's me. Leave me to drink my cheek. It's all on.
But nigga, you know that's bad though.
You get what I'm saying? That's your opinion. Your opinion is that it's bad for me to drink cheek, right? And in as much as you're right, that's what I'm not saying that anyone who watches the Joint Podcast must drink gin.
That is a bad example.
Exactly. You can drink gin, but not
It's
gin.
a bad example.
You can drink gin, but not gin. But yeah, I get what I'm saying. But the point is that you are entitled to your opinion. You just mustn't
impose your opinion on
me.
Because in as much as weed does have it.
You are entitled to whatever decisions
you're not.
you make
Doctors will tell you
and how you carry them.
Don't smoke anything. Like anything that smoke is harmful to the body. But fuck it, I'm gonna smoke my weed because I know it has other health benefits. I can tell
you are team. Maybe that's why it's on your side. Team 420.
I can also tell a doctor that pills are not good for my body. And I'd be correct because how many people have died from pill overdoses?
So I have another opinion as well. Why most donors are touching in terms of that particular topic every long like when they've been told about the harms that are involved within cannabis use. Is that it's almost like it's like a physical impairment in a way. The term you smoke cannabis. For instance, you might find
physical though.
Maybe like mental.
Yeah, maybe a sort of mental dependency on it.
Now, for instance, somebody will pass through what does that mean, dog? I don't like such things.
If you ask that kind of
the stigma.
The problem is the stigma.
The problem is the stigma.
Don't speak bad on it when it already has a bad image.
True.
Don't add to the thing.
Yeah, like there's already been done, like the propaganda has already been spread. You don't have to do more of it.
You don't have to do more.
Yeah.
And like and nobody has the right to be telling him what he can use his body for, how to use it, or what to use for it or with it. Most people are for, you know. I mean, if cannabis makes me feel nice, then I'm for it, and it's for my body. You understand? So you don't have no right to tell me that.
Basically, it's like that, yeah. Because
it's a balance between trying to I see it as a bad thing, and sure. I want what's best for you. So obviously, I'm gonna say stay away from smoking. But at the end of the day, if you decide,
I can give you guys a practical example. Again about laser, maybe one time, maybe in a different setting. But usually, that thing is in terms of a workplace. But talk about such, do you drink? You be like, yeah, and people still look at you like normally, like, oh, no, sharp, or maybe yes, then they still look at you like, ow, until I but until I they're gonna be waiting for you to fuck up something.
Bombastic side.
Yeah, about Gatilo, you're gonna be. Yeah. So
your problem is the stigma.
The stigma in a way.
We are the pods.
It's not possible because I made the things that you cannot make that possible done.
You're on stigma. Stigma.
The microphone's good now.
Yeah.
Stigma.
The issue is the stigma.
The issue is the
Your
stigma.
Your issue is more like you shouldn't speak bad on it.
No, you shouldn't speak bad. Why it makes me react that way is because of, it's like, I don't want to take it there, but it's people downplay something that you went through and for you to trauma. It's like that. Let's put it in that context.
Now
why?
It enters the field, freedom of speech. Because like I said, you can tell me, you can believe whatever you want to believe. Don't impose it. Like there's a limit where you feel like, okay, like you're concerned for my safety, and I understand and appreciate that. But don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You can warn me and say, basically, this weed thing of yours is it's consuming. It's too much, right? But I have the right to say no. This is, you believe it's too much, but I should be smoking 5 more joints. You get?
That's what you.
That's what I'm saying. Like the freedom of speech. Sometimes people think what they think, and you cannot necessarily stop them from thinking that.
Sure.
And the only way for them to I'll let you continue. The only way for you to actually know what they're thinking is for them to say it, right? So at least allow them the freedom of speech. You can say that it's bad, and on whatever platform. I have a right to unsubscribe to that platform whenever you're speaking bad on it.
That was actually getting to my point that, for instance, let's say, for instance, you have people that you hang around with, ne? Then maybe let's say, you delve into the world of cannabis. And dive into the world, only the negatives of it. Maybe if I watch or whatever you're getting from. Then until I. So when I only get the negative, we don't remove from their space.
Don't you ever get that one?
No, I don't do it out there. I don't know if they know or they don't know, but I do it in my own space. So maybe they know, but I don't comment.
Exactly.
Maybe they
you can
don't.
actually be a highly functioning human being. It speaks to your point.
Speaking about
a highly functioning human being.
Yeah, so but
still consume it.
Sometimes but from born as well. Also, I go chill because of they only want to preach that type of narrative and you understand? It's almost like they're looking at you like every day. Like it's not like remove yourself. You know what? I don't want to.
True.
And that cannot tell not maybe like you start changing friends because of cannabis. Very wrong. You're losing yourself. Goes along to those lines. That's why I like to. Whenever and we already know the harms. They've been there. Let's hear the good now.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. There's bad. There's good and bad in everything. You choose where you stand. So, all in all, it's a matter of. Yeah, I think we can end it there. Like that. We can have a whole joint podcast. You get what I'm saying? We are allowed the freedom to talk about weed for a whole hour if we want to. Smoke it for a whole hour.
That's true. It's your own choice.
Exactly. And if you want to have your own, whatever you feel is good podcast, do that. You know, have a there's a platform for it. I think
Through that.
Exactly.
To each their own.
In layman's term, to each their own.
True that.
And after school is after school and that one.
After school is after.
Exactly. After school is after school.
Yeah.
Have you ever faced up or ran after school? Did you run or face it?
I ran, my nigga.
You left.
Okay, I was bullied in primary school.
Shit, so
how was it being bullied though? And how did you cope with it?
It affects me to this day. I don't want to care.
Yeah.
Bullying, it affects me to this day.
And bullies are not nice.
Like how I recognize that in my later years when I became grown up and was able to make my own decisions, I tend to be more rebellious. That comes from being bullied, because you never get to. You just get bullied based on what they look at you, prey on you, and
that's it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Who you are is basically a disadvantage. You can't be yourself.
No. Yeah, I welcome to the club. I feel. Nah, not really. But
I don't think
when
so.
I was 4.
You?
Yeah.
You were 4.
I was a bit chubby.
When I was 4.
No, I was always slim, guys. I started gaining weight like probably 2 years ago. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it just became like that. And I've been to gym, but I can say no, this is my body. Like yeah, of course, my waist, but then my I'm meant to be like a bit thicker. I could go to gym 9 months, 10 months. So recently I haven't been to gym and my body just gained.
So Mara,
it's naturally ibiao.
Yeah, you really know what your body is supposed to be like.
Yeah,
this.
I know where my body should
Yeah,
be.
so you don't have any unrealistic like expectations from gymming. Why is your gymela honna maintain this type?
Because if you go to a good dietitian, the dietitian will tlhalosetsa hore o nwa metsi a makanang-kanang, o ja eng, o ja eng.
I have a different view on it. I feel like you're never like yesterday's price is not the same. It's not today's price, right? So, in as much as Nalo and we can say you've always been skinny, doesn't mean you can't get fat, my nigga. It doesn't
You can
mean that,
easily.
like I feel like your weight or your anything, your
I can be bigger than this.
speaks something about your life or how you are. If waja in wakura jamunadi, my nigga, you're about to put some weight on. You get what I'm saying? And the more you are in that position, the more you're gonna likely gain weight. So I don't think someone is like, this is your body. It's meant for you until you die. Yes, you can live and die in this specific body type. However, lifestyle is how it determines where it goes.
I feel frame you are in the way kept on getting.
Correct me.
Correct.
Frame,
can only take this much.
Yeah.
Correct.
What's why?
Like no. I know people by Longhore, they were skinny as fuck. Right now, when you look at them, like what? August say por moto sala ava alikana lin. There's people who were like big, dog. Right now, they're like my size or slightly bigger than me. August say por they were the size that they were. So I think I get what Kamo is saying. Hore. It's not really how, it's what you choose. It's the lifestyle that you it's your lifestyle
that you lead.
Yeah. But let's hear your point. What's your point?
Lifestyle determines.
Now like a structure.
Okay.
For instance, like structure will like a built when I built the how you know right. I think
technical about it.
Yeah.
Like
for your
genetics and stuff like that.
I think I
you can allow this
like
amount of
structures are
kilograms
Yeah.
per frame.
Frame,
A
yeah.
certain specification of a frame,
yeah.
within certain specifications. I mean to say.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like for example, like really tall guy. I mean, I'm already short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of like tall and short type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like it crosses the physical boundaries. Where you can't expect to be that tall.
Yeah.
However, in terms of fat and slim, you get manipulated.
I can. But
you get it's
Guys, think about metabolism also.
Metabolism, yes.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we also don't know how to. Like, Nkupuse mentioned going to a dietitian.
Yes, trust me, all your problems are gonna be solved.
You're gonna actually be able to find out.
This
BMI, body mass index, yeah, how maybe
Because these people study
Yeah.
like what we want, exactly what we're looking for, how my body functions, and what I should eat and consume, and how my body reacts to whatever. Those people study that. And if over the 3 years and then I honors and master in it and probably doctorate, then she's an expert. She is an expert. So
I have a take on that. Okay, for me personally speaking, right?
Don't tell me about Dr. Matthew.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You need. Okay, we'll talk about
Dr. Matthew. Okay.
It's just I consider myself a Nyobe boy. I can just see. Like I can just see. This is like I'm very limited to what I eat. Like when I hate cheese, I hate bacon.
What?
I don't eat pizza.
What?
I know, guys.
What
I
do you
hate
eat?
Dog,
I hate
those
vegetables.
3 things. The first 3 things that you just
Cheese.
Like that's
Yes,
like
I hate
for
cheese.
me.
It's disgusting.
What?
Have you tasted it?
Oh, I love it.
I hate it.
Dog,
Okay.
we haven't
But
been eating the
you
same
get what I'm
kind of
saying? I
cheese.
get just eat low. Like honestly, like if you ask me what I eat, like I go to a restaurant and order and they look at me like, oh sure. Oh sure.
So what do you eat? Barbecue chicken?
Yeah, chicken. We can.
But a pizza, it has cheese.
I hate pizza because it has cheese. And I'm very jealous of people that eat like that. So would going to a dietitian for me work? Someone like me, what's a ginseng? I don't eat yellow food, anything that's yellow.
Why? Are you maybe
Is
you?
it allergy or is it just
Nah, it's a preference.
This
bad
guy
to me.
needs. You don't need a dietitian.
What?
You need
to get your mind right?
yeah, and figure out why you don't associate with the color yellow, because that is very strange. Oh, yellow orange food.
I don't like pumpkin. It's just something I know.
Oranges?
Yeah.
They're orange. Okay, also a banana is white inside, but I eat banana, obviously.
But I get him in a
But
way.
like most yellow things, I don't eat. Mustard.
Why is banana so obvious?
Because it's a fruit and it's, I know that it's a
But
I eat a banana. Put it in my mouth.
I get him in a way. I grew up.
No homo after that.
I knew you guys were gonna bite.
Show my G.
I get him in a way because I grew up also hating beetroot. I want beetroot.
Beetroot is the worst.
Beetroot, pumpkin, even the banana. For the longest time, I said banana. And now mostly I know why. It's trauma. The trauma of the cafeteria or the lunch box.
Okay. Same. But like, we're going. My question is, we're going to a dietitian.
Yeah.
I hate it.
First fucking week of me schooling, I'm packing banana. Trauma from grade 1. Imagine.
Yeah, the trauma.
Nearly young after school, okay, break.
Break. You get loading. Little hats I'm picking. And let them vomit on anybody or anything.
But now for me, it was the. Hosa feti dijo, okasi ice cream. Like it started there. Like I remember myself being a rebel. Ice cream. Sharp.
So bottom line, aurati dijo.
I would get
You know what they once did to me? You know what they once
I
did to
consider
me?
myself a young I'm a lost through.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I remove things like even restaurant thing. I remove things more big. You know what I'm saying? Can I get this?
There's people who do that.
I don't like that.
Without the onion, without the lettuce, without the mustard. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, sure, I would so unyaka bansile nama fella. I'm like, yeah. You serious? I'm not capping. Like, I can't get no inal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that person.
And that's why they have such options open for you.
You know what they once did to me? That they didn't ice cream.
Yeah.
She went to go see some lady, I think never in the society or whatever, yeah. So I get na vale tlamula makota eno wa pele aba tlo tsolelo soma.
Plus, side note, in African homes, who kena wa offeriwa dijo.
Yeah.
If you stay there, okay.
So now the thing is, the food, no gravy, no salad, no it was just rice, chicken, fun, the rice.
I love dry food.
I want gravy.
I love dry food.
I like it now.
Don't give me none of that gravy.
But listen to what they say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to go to the roof ice cream. Now go to ice cream, no boy.
Oh, you were the one that wanted the ice cream. You did it for the ice cream.
I did it for the ice cream, boy.
Great.
I did it for the ice cream, dog.
The trick worked.
The trick
That's what I'm
worked.
saying. Great. The trick worked.
Yeah, the trick worked. And I got it. I was trying to really make now afterwards. I thought it was just regular ice cream. Yeah.
You did it for the Magnum, boy.
It's twisted for me because like I love dry food. Like I love dry food now. I hate the thought of gravy on my food.
Okay.
Don't you dare.
The last strip of the food thing, because I'm gonna get hungry. I'm gonna get the
Before we start ourselves talking about food.
Yo. I'm tired, Joe. Just regulate yourself.
So for me, would I
regulate? And if like I adna come cooking but it means your nutrition levels are taking.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
so you have multivitamins.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't think about it. Maybe I do need to go to a dietitian.
By the way,
to
one
tell
of
me,
the
okay.
one of the effects tse lo reng batho ba tsubela zolo for tsona is the munchies.
Same.
Really?
Same.
Is that the only reason why I smoke?
It helps with my appetite.
Have you, yeah, why do you smoke? We haven't discussed that. Why do you smoke? Before I carry on, why do you smoke?
I enjoy being high, honestly.
You love it for the high.
Mind.
I enjoy being
your
high.
mindset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Umulimo.
So,
Mindset.
sometimes I want to relax, sometimes I want to focus.
Personally,
And
I
sometimes
don't know,
want to
now and then,
yeah,
like
sometimes.
edibles now and then, you know, I that's what I like doing. Smoking, not a lot.
So you don't enjoy smoking?
I do,
Okay.
but not a lot. I don't do it a lot, and I think it's how my body reacts to it, you know. And I've
okay.
chosen to take that responsible step to say, let me try an alternative, which is as much as like as active.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
didn't answer the
You know, the
question. Why
response.
do you use weed, let's say?
To calm down.
To calm down.
Yeah, to calm down, minimize the anxiety.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
More than anything.
The reason why I think lolo is because I've come
Oh,
to
no.
I've come to see that the purpose that it served for me before, it doesn't really serve now.
Yeah, it serves a different purpose.
It
right
serves
now.
a different purpose, and that's why it's changed, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
You know, as long as I could see, no, I need to. You know, because of certain things that were happening at that time. And that's the very responsible use. And now, people diving deeper into cannabis, people want to decriminalize, It's called decriminalize cannabis all over, you know, because of certain facts that scientists
Have proven.
produce or have proven. Yes, correct. Have proven.
To give it a platform to even get studies.
Yeah, so, sorry, pardon me, one of the questions that were, or rather the answers to a question that was asked, if cannabis was bad, or if cannabis is bad for you, why do we still continue to use it? And it turns out that in the beginning, nearly fear to actually say the truth. You know, they'd be like, no, I don't smoke, you know, and I'm not a user. The stigma. So now there are people who are more open to cannabis, and then studies have continued from then, you know, and most of the studies, it seems, in mainstream media or on most platforms are the negative effects. Trust me, the negative outweigh the positive. And there's just a handful of a community who are for this. In a sense,
I think there was a lot of propaganda in the past. There was a lot of propaganda around the whole cannabis thing because they didn't really do much research, and they went on to say, "Nah, cannabis is bad because it makes you lazy." When you don't really look at the positive of it making you lazy, it could help you with sleeping. Could help you with could help people with insomnia and things like that, right?
So you know when to use it, then you're gonna smoke it when you need to sleep.
I think with more research comes more information, comes more facts, and I think the people that are not really smoking cannabis are gonna reach a point where they're able to see what, hey man, just because I don't like this thing, it doesn't really mean it's bad.
Okay, I hear the fact that even today, Uskolo, ka test the LO, they were released 5 drugs and marijuana or taha, okra, right? That's the problem.
Yeah.
The fact that it needs to move from that category at drug.
Because it had
something like
drug.
It will never move. Actually, I don't.
Sure. The thing
what I said is too hard.
The decriminalization and the destigmatization.
Nah, I have another.
Destigmatization.
I have another view on it. I don't think it should be removed as a drug.
Okay.
Because for kids,
Nah,
I mean, you don't want to like.
let's not even go to the kids. Yeah, I think it's obvious that you all can agree to. Kids shouldn't partake in such.
Yeah.
It should remain as a drug. Same as antibiotics are regarded as drugs. Same way as alcohol is regarded as a drug. The only thing should be illegal or legal. That's the only. That's the only. The legality of it is the only thing that should be determined on Chala and Jack. But in terms of it being a drug, does it alter your being in a way?
Does it drive you?
In a way. Does it?
It alters how you think.
It heightens your senses. Okay.
Yeah, so the changes,
Let's look at
the changes that it brings to your body that are foreign to it in a way.
Maybe let's take a look at what those changes are to your body. Let's take a look at that.
Also maybe it was cool.
It goes cool, I believe.
Because when we say it alters your...
Hey, change.
Most people that can... Like, how many people can say that it yes, it does change how I think, but it makes it better.
You're not arguing. That's why you said antibiotics.
That.
That's why you said antibiotics. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The change is there, and it's not something that it's part of your own
so
system
it should
that's
be
unique.
acknowledged for the fact that it does change.
Yeah, it's a drug.
So yes, it is a drug, but it should not be classified as
What are your reasons?
Illegal substance.
What are your reasons?
Yes.
like how
For instance,
classified.
Yeah.
for instance,
It should be actually like classified as a herb for kids in school, I think.
Kids in school.
Remember we said
No.
have something. We think
Why?
antibiotics, that drugs. There's antibiotics that kids can take because of they're not fit for their body. Same as cannabis.
Yeah.
It's not fit for a kid's
so
body.
more like a medicine.
It's gonna have an age limit because
It's still a drug though. Medicine is drugs.
I get what you're saying.
Medicine is drugs.
Even though we travel
Legality.
Okay,
So we
guys,
argue
you know
here.
what, Ned? To ease this out, let's look at the actual facts of cannabis. Because, like I said, a specialist, a scientist,
Okay.
So let's look at the effects of cannabis on one's body and tell me if this is suitable for kids and adults or only kids. Okay, fine.
Okay.
You have heightened senses. Okay, you lose your inhibitions. Okay. Yes, and coordination. Time moves very slow for you. You understand? And
Memory loss.
memory loss.
Yeah.
Memory loss. Yes.
Yeah,
Like in Borabiang ill.
but it's bad.
But it doesn't happen to me. Anyway,
It does
regardless
happen
of,
to me, like
we're all different.
Yeah.
We act differently. Regardless of that, okay, that's what is stated. Auna pate ela ya hore. No, for Baba, because most people that I know, batuba baberek, and that needs focus. Basically, like Lena, maybe let's say when I'm high, I cook or do something. But why are those things not mentioned? That hunali some forms of THC or CBD that can actually give you a drive, because most of the effects get it pros.
Yeah, nowadays.
I mean the cons.
Yeah,
the cons.
my view on that is that for instance right now, Atwanchi are looking at cannabis one. For instance, even with the effects of it, one of which has an so with more education you'll be able to know if you take this type of strain, it's more likely to reward you in terms of if you need to aid it insomnia, if you need aid insomnia or anxiety or whatever. So there's different strains for actually different things that you're gonna be needing it for. If you're in the medicinal type of, if you so now you believe right now, that's why somebody saying about the stigma, the stereotype of thinking about it. If ever get this one, it's also clear piece, it's also clear robots. Not really, dog.
Okay. Like having more research being done on the, like for alcohol we have a fucking breathalyzer. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was enough research for people to say maybe we can test how much alcohol you have in your system through a breathalyzer. Let alone even test how much of alcohol
you took
like
in the last couple of hours. Yeah.
You can be below the legal limit. You can
Be
have
above.
a sip
Yeah.
of alcohol of a beer. let me say, for instance.
Can a legal limit ticket 2 beers, 1 glass of wine?
I can go argue with those type of things, but
the fact that
volume,
we're not even speaking on what is the legal limit. The fact that there is a legal limit
is a problem by itself.
It's not even a problem. It speaks to how much
studies have been done, research
has had enough room to be studied, and it's destigmatized. Because even the word alcohol, right? There's alcohol everywhere. There's rubbing alcohol or what alcohol.
Yeah.
And even alcohol used to be illegal as well.
It used to be illegal. So it's more the destigmatization.
Yeah.
And then comes the decriminalization. And
I think first comes
there was a point, I don't know which one of you guys raised the point, but it speaks, what you guys are speaking on speaks to how weed can be used for different things. Because right now we're speaking of it, do we classify it as a medicine, herb, a drug, what? Because
it's everything.
Hemp,
it's life.
You get what I'm saying? You can use
it's like
cannabis is life.
Now. There's
tampons.
Cannabis tampons now. You know.
I sent them in the group. I think you want to go click so just came somewhere down.
We're yet to know how effective or ineffective it is, but there is a room for these types of things. Where like someone can say, "Nah."
Yeah, I'd love to see that actually.
Tampons because they aid with the pain. Because I believe they can maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never had period pain, but.
Yeah. Remember, Kale never very excited to ease cramps and fevers, and they used to make sales, but that's the hemp.
That's the hemp.
That's the
hemp,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So they used to use hemp to make sales and stuff. So the reason why I'm saying that is that why Banyaku accept a part of the plant but not the whole plant with its buds and each part of the plant with its uses. Why are you saying I can only use this part but that part no, I'm leaving out?
Exactly.
Take nature as it is. The fact that it grows from the ground shows you that it's as natural as it gets. I'm not gonna go take it to a THC lab. There are meth labs. Those are the bad drugs, not this one. There's no THC lab.
Further also, because I think I could be wrong. I think the cocoa leaf, right, can be used for chocolate. On cocoa tree or whatever the plant is, can be used to make chocolate, or it can also be used to make cocaine.
Yes.
However, you get like there's good
interesting
and bad. There's good and bad to things, right? And I stand to be corrected, but I feel the cannabis plant also needs the platform to show it's good, even though some may say it's bad, but even though it has its bad sides, in as much as Mudi gets touched when we say that it may be harmful.
Yeah.
It has the harmful side, yes.
But
and we acknowledge it for that, but it also has the good side. Chocolate.
The good side.
Chocolate is good for kids.
You know what I wanted to say, Hori? Chocolate about it's what are they? It creates endorphins or activates your endorphins. That is the happy hormone. Activates the happy hormone.
We
so Coke, it activates the happy hormone. So that is a common thing.
Exactly.
Mara engwe I good, engwe I bad. Engwe I regulated, engwe I not.
It needs the platform. That's all it does.
Too much of anything is bad. I always tell people this. Too much of anything is bad.
I have an interesting fact that I just picked up right here, guys. Speaking of the coca leaf, apparently, like coca leaf taken in its raw form doesn't induce any like psychoactive effects or even dependency to it. Actually, it has been prescribed to. It has once been prescribed to recovering coke addicts to get to chew on the coca leaf.
Also, your body recognizes.
Not really like that.
Your body so somewhat, because it's almost like the tobacco thing, the tobacco patch. Your body recognizes that there is tobacco, but we don't need to crave for it that much.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm assuming if correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I'll get into what I'm doing on the coca leaf. So apparently when it's chewed, coca can act like as a thirst, hunger, pain, and fatigue. Like it can aid with like suppressing those type of things.
Alleviate those,
Yeah.
How you think people put it in
Ah,
their noses
I'm
like
not
that,
gonna
man?
go- I'm not gonna go as far as
But the
that,
views
but
of
it's
the Joint
interesting.
Podcast
It's interesting. It's
are not
interesting.
those of
Hey,
the
I don't like them white bangs.
Yeah, we all do.
Now
I
we
don't like
all
them white
don't
bangs.
subscribe to such and we all don't push that.
Exactly, but we all drink Coca-Cola.
Mary Jane is
We all love
beautiful.
You
We all
get
love
it?
Coke.
Mary Jane is
comes with
beautiful.
the same price.
We all hate Coke, but we all love Coke.
Which is the point? That things can have something can have two sides to it. In as much as you can acknowledge that chocolate there is very sweety, imonati, and aphrodisiac. Oh my god, tastes so good.
Chocolate,
Ferrero
oh.
Rocher.
Nah.
Exactly. We can also talk about
Don't get dirty with
Pablo
it.
Escobar and then the Coke and all that. But we're all speaking about the same plant.
Did you leave
You
pop
get-
out of this shit?
And in as much as it can have its bad side, also has its good side. And
That's great.
exactly.
So-
exactly.
What is your bedside come in?
Oh my god, I'm not gonna track. In the comments.
Chai.
I'm always there, my
Chai.
nigga.
Chai.
I'm always in the comments.
Chai.
I'm always in the comments, my nigga.
Kamo's open to questions. That's why if I handling, if you want
Exactly,
to
and
DM
Kamo
him, ask
_,
him
yeah,
about
on all social
the shit he
media
just
platforms.
said. You're more than welcome to Obafa Munyeta.
Exactly.
Or what had the chance to-
on all social media platforms. Hit me up. Hit me up.
So, I had went to Nikilo Umklang, ne? KZN. When was it? Last week I was there. I was on vacation with my family. Okay, Shapo. We're there. This is just a question that I want to pose, ne? We're there. I'm friendly with someone. Ne? I just met the person. These people are like, yo, I'm like, great. We speak the same language. Hi guys. Because what is Zulu?
Sawubona.
Sawubona. And I'm deep, rural. Especially in the hospitality business, I met them, quite a lot of them, like at the hotel we were at. So, language barrier. Anyway, so I meet these people from Joburg, get to know them, they got their own alcohol there, next weekend. By the way, Nikilimo Ocean's Mall, so it was a walk away to Ocean's Mall. So I go Ocean's Mall, I bought drinks, those people. There's one guy, just because I was being friendly with him, he thought Torka Munyaga. Hey man, okay, Shapo. Next day he comes, he knocks on our hotel door. A little bit sort of like, oh no, mention the room number. Cool. I'm like, okay.
You're not trash.
So,
Okay.
Akekono who chila, like chila, mutu like it's in a certain type of way, and it led to a point where I feel like he was harassing me, in a sense. And home motor, it's like, no, if you tell him I don't like this, like he was so forward with things, and that just, it made me feel so uncomfortable. So I feel like I want to sort of say this because it was, I think it's worldwide, National Mental Health Day. Or is it just Mental Health Day? It's worldwide, I think. I'm not quite sure.
Let's check it out.
So, that and how this guy just carried on, and kept on pressurizing me and making me feel like, no, just because I'm being friendly with him, then he can come at me, you understand? So, like, it triggered quite a lot of things. As Musadi, like, that affected my mental health. So that's why I'm going with this. That affected my mental health when I was quite young. Yeah, men just, like, moto over too close to you, you understand? And making advances that are out of order.
Over familiar.
Yeah, so that guy like started making me feel like that. So I want to ask you guys, was it being friendly with someone? Why is it ho ule mosadi, especially if it's a guy? Like guys don't really expect you to come there and try to be their friend. No, if you're coming there, you're trying to be together. Why is it like that?
I feel like a lot of guys haven't been exposed to well-mannered women. So once they come across like
tricky one, tricky slow, but continue, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
no, but it's encouraging. It's not everybody, but those belongore like cannot see you know this person is being friendly. So I saw why nyak or anything. I mean, if you hadn't said anything about anything that leads to that, why would someone just automatically and so it has to do with I think it has a lot to do with what you have experienced as maturity. Like
Experiences shape you.
Yeah, have you been friendly? Have you been around friendly people to be able to understand it? Okay, this is a friendly environment. This doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're mangwa or anything. This person is just a good person. That's it.
You know, right now you're speaking, and I feel like it speaks to a lot of. It opens a lot of sub conversations.
Yeah.
Right now, what you're saying also speaks to lack of positive male role models. Also, right?
Yeah.
And if you're saying that they're not exposed to well-mannered women, also what are you saying about the women that raised them? It says a lot. It speaks on multiple.
But he could be mentioning in the dating pool. Or now you're talking about his whole upbringing.
Because right now I'm speaking on the factors that weigh in on the kind of behavior you're talking about.
So did he mean it that way?
No, I wasn't.
What was your perception?
That's why I get his experiences.
You're right to encompass it that way, experiences, because
but not. I guess my interpretation. My interpretation wasn't specific on like his.
It's a whole episode. It's a whole episode.
The whole episode is worth of
conversation. If I'm being honest,
but
what is your take on it?
My take on it is that there's a lot to speak on. Like what you're saying right now.
There's many layers to it.
To talk about it like this in a rush, because like I made the comment of men are trash, right? While you were speaking, right? It speaks on a lot of, like right now you're speaking on boundaries, right? That whoever you're talking about did not know how to tell
Number one, if you're making advances at a certain person and that person is not receiving your advances well, get the message.
And it's it's the topic of boundaries, right? It's not specific to men or women. It's specific to people that don't know
boundaries.
That don't know boundaries.
How to gauge boundaries.
And then we're still gonna step into the conversation of men exercising their power. You get what I'm saying? But as a man, I'm the one that has to
do the chase.
You get what I'm saying? Sometimes I misinterpret your no as a
you see,
you get what I'm saying? Right?
I was also
it speaks on multiple conversations that I feel like are in episodes where we will all give you different answers.
So I think maybe we should do that. Maybe before episode 60 we should do that.
Definitely.
And if you have any opinions, guys, do mention it down below in the comments, And any other topic.
No, but just to touch on that before we leave that one. Yes, the 10th of October was International Mental Health Day. Just to touch on that. And trying to put in the perspective into also what you were saying as well. Is very, very true. That is a very multi-layered,
it's complex.
It's very mental high. But one thing I can take from your experience that obviously the guy couldn't gauge his boundaries until and of which I feel like it's something that needs to be introduced right now. But and look at it like, okay, because of some guys grew up properly. and some still unable to gauge such things. You know, right, but wrong. No, like let's try to introduce me. Also, like, you know, this is wrong, this is right. Because I feel like we have a lot of unlearning that we need to do as people.
And a lot of learning.
A lot of learning to do as well.
Gotta unlearn.
To unlearn. To unlearn to learn.
Unlearn, and relearn. That's the cycle we all have to go through.
It's like
learn and learn. Exactly. Learn and learn and relearn, because the more you grow, the more layers we add.
Complicated.
Too much.
Exactly.
Too much.
Adulting can adult.
But now, honestly, I believe we're all capable of representing a sharp mulfating. I believe that Bawa Tatakon is something that's within us, all of us.
And on that note, recording from Tuana. Exactly. Please, you're the cheat code. Follow us on
Instagram, The Joint Podcast. TikTok, The Joint Podcast. You are on TikTok. You should know.
I'm
underscore there. Twitter, joint_podcast ZA. Threads.
I started to like X.
Like I enjoy it. I don't get used to it. Okay, X guys. And Threads. Yo guys.
I don't Threads yet.
We'll talk about Threads next episode. We'll talk about Threads. I'm not happy with the stats.
Okay, we'll get to it.
I'm not happy with the stats.
We'll get to it.
I read them, but
We'll get to it.
And also at Kamu_ne on also.
Did I already mention that?
Instagram, Twitter, X, Twitch, YouTube,
Twitch.
Yes.
Yo, we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm
on OnlyFans.
Twitch.
Okay, no. No, I'm not. Shot na kayo.
I could believe it.
After this intervention.
What do you mean?
No, that's not part of the teaching though.
Nah, it is.
I'm on OnlyFans.
Cut.
What if I'm on? Okay, anyways.
Cut. Let's love and leave you guys.
Let's love our account in this Ghana. We are here. The Joint Podcast.
Bye.
After school is after school.
What's wrong with having an OnlyFans account though? What if you now want to delve into porn?
But it's not specific for porn.
We will relearn. We will not go into.
It's not